Been struggling with motivation on your fitness journey, then I understand where you're coming from. Most people tend to struggle with motivation because they are not clear on the purpose behind the actions that they're trying to take. There was one point in my life where I experienced this heavily, and it was when I stopped playing soccer. I played soccer at pretty competitive levels my entire life. I played for youth academies in the MLS. I played for my country at the youth levels as well. I played Division I college soccer. I played overseas in Sweden and Germany. I've traveled to a ton of different countries playing soccer, and I didn't retire until I was 27 or 28 years old. So if I've spent all of these years in my life training specifically for my sport, you can imagine it's very difficult when that's just taken away from you. You literally have to redefine yourself, but also redefine the reasons why you're even working out. And the biggest struggle for me was showing up to the gym knowing that I didn't have a game at the weekend, or knowing that these squats that I'm gonna do is not gonna lead to me outrunning my teammate or being stronger on the field. So I had moments where I would go and work out and literally sit down in the car after the gym asking myself, like, bro, why are you even here right now? And the reason behind this was because the values that I had tied to fitness were no longer there. So the motivation disappeared with that. In attempts to regain some consistency with training, I tried running, I tried boxing, times I tried working out, and nothing stuck for me. I would do it for a little bit and then I would fizzle out. I would do it for a little bit and then I would fizzle out. And the main turning point for me, this is gonna sound a little bit crazy, was when I had a clear goal for the phase that I was in life that I was able to tie into health and fitness, and that was to get better women. I was living in Miami, it was an extremely competitive environment, and I just noticed that my friends who had a little bit more muscle than I did at the time were just getting women a lot easier. They were getting a lot more interest than I was. So in my mind, I was like, yo, I wanna compete. I'm gonna get in the gym, I'm gonna get big. I'm gonna figure out how this training works. I'm gonna figure out how this nutrition works. And I was able to gain 20 pounds within like a 6-month period. Now, although this reason sounds very shallow, it was enough for me at the time to get me to lock in and keep going. And that's when I realized, well, if I can lock in for this reason, okay, well, no matter what phase of my life that I'm in, if I can identify what's most valuable to me at that point in time, and I can see how health and fitness will make that part of my life even better, then I'll never have a problem with staying consistent in the gym. So when I left Miami, my focus transitioned into building my business. And in building my business came a lot of stress, came a lot of sleepless nights, came a lot of anxiety, and working out and moving my body became an outlet for me to take care of my mental health and to create the right balance that I needed to be able to start growing my business. After about a year or two of being in that phase, I transitioned into just doing it for my overall health and longevity. My dad ended up getting sick. I started seeing people around me ending up with health issues. And I was like, yo, I'm in my 30s. I need to find a way to make sure that what I'm doing, I can do this for the rest of my life. And then now that has evolved into performance training again, where now I've picked up running and I'm doing half marathons. I'm considering doing high rocks. So a lot of my training and the meaning behind what I'm doing now comes from the running community that I found where I live. I'm surrounded by a lot of younger people who are extremely fit and they're getting after it. My lady right now is younger than me as well, so I gotta keep up with her. These are the things that are driving me at the moment. So I say all of this to say, motivation is not this thing that you're gonna get from watching a video. It's not gonna be this thing that you get from listening to some audiobook or some speech that somebody gives. Those things are very temporary. You can watch it and feel hyped in a moment, and then 10 minutes later, that motivation is gone. If you wanna stay locked into your goals long term, it has to be something that is tied to what you find most valuable at the moment. And it's something that can change over time. You're gonna have to revisit it. For me, I know some years from now, God blesses me with children, they are gonna become my motivation during that phase of my life. At the moment, I ain't got no kids, so I can't tap into that. I gotta tap into what's in front of me and what's most valuable to me at the moment. So if you can sit down and reflect and do some of the deeper inner work, get clear on what your values are, get clear on what's most important to you, and then identify how health and fitness is something that can help you in that area, can help propel you and make things a lot better. That's gonna unlock the key to the consistency that you need and being able to show up for yourself. And once you can unlock that piece, then if you need the right approach or the right pathway, that's where getting some guidance from somebody who knows a little bit more than you or somebody who can get you proven results becomes beneficial. Because now you're ready to do the work, you understand why you need to do the work as well. Now you just need a system to put in place that's gonna guarantee you results. And that's where someone like myself comes in with my company, where we're able to help tailor an approach specifically to busy professionals that wanna drop body fat, wanna get leaner, wanna get toned, wanna build some muscle. So I want you guys to share with me down in the comment section, what do you value most right now? What's most valuable to you in your life at the moment that being healthier and being more fit will help you to do better, will help you to show up better, will make that experience better for you? Doesn't have to be anything crazy. It could be as shallow as mine was. I shared that with you. That's not something that I share with people all the time, but drop it down below. I'll be interested to hear from you guys.